In a fight like the Saunders fight, there was massive consequences to anything that Saunders did. Canelo is in this weird place where he's kind of cleaned out the division, right? He's got Caleb Plant.
Right.
And not just that division. He's kind of cleaned out a lot of divisions. He hits so hard.
Broke that orbital bone.
He's one of those guys that, like, you know, some guys just have power, right? But he works on it all the time.
That's what I say. He's the most in every fight. He's the most improved fighter. He always goes back and fixes anything he saw wrong.
Yep. Well, the Danny Jacobs fight, remember his head movement?
Yep.
It
gave Danny problems.
We give anybody problems, but it was also like he was showing his head movement in that fight.
Yeah, because they used to say he just walked right in and then he fixed it.
There's just guys that just have preposterous power, and Canelo is a guy that has power but is constantly working on it. There's a great clip of him working with Andy Ruiz. And they're, you know that shield, that weird hand shield that they hold up?
The one you hold.
Which for hooks.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is not for speed. This is just power. Just power. He's like, don't try to be fast with this, just power. And you see him just, hey, boom, hey, boom. Everything is, and so in that fight with Billy Joe, and Billy Joe kept doing that same lean over and over. Like after he would punch, he would lean out of the way, and he just timed it perfectly with that uppercut.
Yep.
And threw everything in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. He really watches you in a fight. He's not like some knucklehead who knows how to. He really pays it. He's very aware. And to me, I was never a Canelo guy before, but after the past 5 fights, I was like, you know what? If I'm not a Canelo fan now, I'm a hater. Yeah. But I am a fan now because I really appreciate his work ethic.
See, it's about power. Yeah, see, this is the thing they're working on. They just, these guys like Kamaru Usman, like Canelo Alvarez, like these guys who are just consummate champions. You're just going to get a better version of them every single time they step into the ring.
And the guy got good feet.
He can move. He can move, but there's no one in the business harder to hit than Canelo right now. He learned something from Floyd Mayweather.
Man, that was like a Harvard ass whooping Floyd gave him.
Yep.
And it wasn't even like a... Yeah, it was a clinic, bro.
Trouncing.
It's a trouncing. What an ass whooping, but...
Floyd didn't hit hard enough to really give him a real ass whooping or really hurt him and punish him and have him in real trouble, but he boxed him up. Nice.
It was like watching a Globetrotters game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right?
He was beat handily.
But then if you watch Canelo, like, because Floyd was impossible to hit, and I think Canelo was like, he thought he was going to be able to hit him. And then he realized somewhere in the fight, like, this guy knows everything I'm going to do long before I do it. Like, my language, the way I'm speaking with boxing is so slow.
Right.
He's just like, he's just many steps ahead. But then you watch Canelo now, like,
he's slick.
He's so slick. The Danny Jacobs fight's a great example of that.
Yeah,
he's standing right in front of him, just moving the head. His head movement's phenomenal. And that's not indicative of a classic Mexican boxer.
No, they come straight at you.
Yeah.
Dying their shield.
He's not that guy. He's so skilled. He got the rub. That's what we call it. When a great fighter fights another great fighter, they learn something. You learn something from the higher levels. Like when you get beat by a guy, you get that rub. You see a lot of times a guy will come out of a fight with a great fight. He might have lost, but then the next fight you see like, oh, he recognizes the higher frequencies, the higher RPMs of the real true great ones.
I think that was a problem in boxing, this idea that people were addicted to undefeated fighters, but there's something to be said in greatness for getting beat up sometimes.
Yes.
If you can come back from it with your wits intact and learn the lessons that the ass whooping taught you, you might see something even more special from a guy that got a loss or two on his record.
He have a good chin because he's gonna need it.
Mexican fighters are known for coming straight at you. Like, Mexican fighters aren't dancers. They're not dancing around and, doing the Ali shuffle. They're like Julio Cesar Chavez. They're moving forward. They're like Marco Antonio Barrera. They're moving forward. Mexican boxers are like some of the proudest, most rugged warriors ever. Like Canelo, who's just one of those classic Mexican fighters that has incredible heart, wants to fight the best of the best, really takes it into
who he did in the first
is.
fight.
Yeah.
Stay on the ropes with Triple G and let him use that power to beat your organs. And he's one of those type, 1,000 miles an hour trying to figure out, okay, like, this ain't going to probably work tonight with this guy because he's a lot stronger than I expected. Right. And he was just trying to maybe tire him out. The only issue is now when you're on the ropes like that and you're getting hit by a guy that hits that hard in the delts, in the elbow, in the forearms, and to the body, and then you're tightening up and you're tensing up really hard and you're cutting the oxygen off to the blood. it tires you out quicker and it wears you down, more than what he was doing in the middle of the ring by pop shotting and
Right.
counter punching, and he could have dictated how fast he wanted, how much he wanted to punch, how hard he wanted to punch.
Yeah, we certainly made some big improvements in that second fight.
Yeah, but he want to unify, be undisputed at 168. And he's supposed to fight Caleb Plant in September.
He killed him. I thought he fought him already. He didn't fight him.
And I believe Caleb's gonna box. You know Caleb Plant.
Caleb
Caleb
Plant ain't lasting the
Yeah, but
distance.
Caleb Plant's gonna outbox Canelo Alvarez, Mike.
No.
I'm telling
maybe the
Canelo-
first couple rounds, maybe.
For 12 rounds, Canelo is going to get outboxed by Caleb Plant. I said it on Hot Boxing.
Let's look at Caleb Plant. Let's look at this. I saw this guy fight that he's going to get slaughtered.
Mike, he's smooth, but he doesn't have Canelo power.
Listen.
The only thing he don't have the experience.
He's going to get clocked.
Caleb Plant is going to shock the world.
Listen.
What do you think about
this? Ain't listen.
You think Caleb Plant has a chance with Canelo?
I mean,
anything's possible with two people.
No, anything can happen, but let's say the odds, everybody's under.
Possible.
I mean, he has the right style,
this guy's gonna
and he's a friend of ours, so I hope he
look how
Oh,
pretty
he's
he
your
is.
friend. You're going to his funeral.
And he don't have the experience, but I believe he got the right style though.
Look at him. Pretty. He's white. He can box. He's slick.
He look like some Floyd Mayweather shit. He gonna get
Look at him. Slick. Slick.
Wait till that mother start hitting that body.
Yeah.
I know. Listen,
You know
right?
what Caleb's got, what a lot of guys don't? Caleb buried his daughter when she was 2 years old.
Yeah.
He's got that killer attitude
I
where
can respect that. Anything's possible, but I'm telling you, man. Old finesse and stuff.
No, Caleb got the finesse. He got the power.
And he constantly, he's
No,
consistent.
you kidding me, dude?
Perpetual motion. He ain't gonna
This
stop.
dude's got composure.
Ooh, that hurt to the body. He ain't gonna stop.
He goes to the body,
he
he goes
can
up
fight.
top.
Yeah, he can fight. He can fight his
This
ass
man, this dude right here is
He's
diverse,
a beast,
man.
this guy.
He's got everything, dude.
he's
body.
strong. Yeah, but again, Caleb outboxes both that well.
He got the complexion for the protection, but he's gonna be